at what point did you start thinking, hey, maybe I don't want to go to college? Or were you thinking about going to more education after high school? Or when did you start looking at it as, I believe you went Coast Guard first. Was that correct?
Yep, that's correct. Yeah. I mean, really, in reality, you can go back further than that, right? I always knew, and I'll put it unequivocally, always knew that I was going to wanted to serve in some way. And we're talking like little kid running through the woods. Hey, I want to be a soldier. Hey, I want to be in the Navy. Hey, I want to do this. That was always on my radar.
Right.
I actually went through started the process. I shouldn't say went through the process. Started the process looking at the Naval Academy when I was in high school, and had a friend who was a few years ahead of me, who he was like, "Yeah, you might not want to do this." And so that conversation kind of backed me off of. He was like, "It might not be what you think.
Yeah.
Maybe don't do this." My grandfather had gone to the Citadel, and he very famously him saying he had retired. He had started in the Army and then gone to the Air Force, and then had retired out of the Air Force as a 1-star, of course, many, 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 many years ago, World
Right.
War II guy. And I remember him saying to me, I will get anybody you want to write any recommendation to any service academy you want, just not the Citadel. he'd had an interesting experience.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I'd always known that's what I wanted, right? I think like not certainly not universal for everybody, but for certain people, I think you just kind of know that like service is a thing that you're going to do.
Yeah.
And service looks a lot, what I'm learning now in later life is service looks different in many different colors, varieties. The military is not the only way to serve by any.
For sure.
Now, in my naivete as a teenager, that was what it looked like. So that's kind of what led me towards the end. I did want to go to college.